Hey guys, welcome back to Viv's Kitchen. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's that time of the week when I bring you guys an easy recipe to try at home. And today what I'll be doing is an egg stuffed meatloaf. And the good thing about this recipe is that if you don't want it to be a meatloaf, you can actually turn it into a burger. So it's the same recipe that I use for my burgers, and it's really tasty and really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so now that we're done chopping everything that we need to chop, we're going to mix everything all up. So I'm just going to start with my green peppers and red peppers. You can literally just throw everything in. This is garlic and onion. And then for the chili, I'm gonna start first with half. I just need to determine whether it's enough. I think no. Let's put it all in. Nice and spicy. Then you just take a wooden spoon and mix it all up. I actually usually prefer to use my hands, so if your hands are clean, I've washed my hands, you can actually just dig into that. For this part, it might get a little sticky and ewy, so you just want to use a wooden spoon first before you touch it again. So for this part, you could actually use breadcrumbs. It's just that I didn't have any breadcrumbs, so I'm going to use flour instead of breadcrumbs. It's totally fine to do that. I actually grew up using flour, but I've also tried the breadcrumbs method and it still works perfectly, so it's fine. Either way, you still get a beautiful meatloaf. I've now just lined my surface with some cling wrap, and then I'm going to start making my meatloaf. So you just take a bit at a time just to see what's enough and what isn't, and then spread it on the cling wrap. You just want to achieve a very nice thickness. You don't want to make it too thick. If there's leftover mince, you can actually use this for meatballs or beef patties or whatever it is. It's the same mixture when you're making beef patties or meatballs. So I'm just gonna add a bit more. And then you take your eggs and you just line them up. Okay, so now I'll be prepping my mince for the beef patty. The flour is just in case this is too sticky. I haven't yet tried it, so I'm just gonna take a bit on a spoon. Let's say this much. Okay, think it's fine. And then I'm just gonna press it down lightly. So if you make a lot of this, and if you think that the meatloaf and this is too much, you could actually just freeze the beef patties, and then you'd have, you know, pre-made beef patties which you just fry, and yeah, your life is made easy. Okay, so I'm now going to preserve this for next time, and what you'll simply need is some cling wrap or some wax paper. You can either wrap it in wax paper or in cling wrap, or even foil. Foil works just fine. So you just take your one and you put it over there, and then you cut, and then you can simply just go over it. Remember to just maintain the shape, and then you're done. So our meatloaf is almost done. As you can see, it has now started the browning process, but because it's going to take quite some time before it reaches the actual brown color that I want, I'm going to put some sauces on top to speed it up. So chutney is sweet and sugar burns quickly, so that's the reason why I'm going to apply it. And then the burger relish sauce, it's just to give it a bit of nice flavor. But first things first, I'm going to drain the wax paper into this used pan so that it doesn't continue frying at the bottom. I hope it's not too hot. So just drain it first. Try and get as much out as possible. So you take a bit of chutney. You don't necessarily have to use chutney, once again. You can actually use sweet chili, you can use honey, you can actually make your own honey mix just to quicken the browning process. It just makes it look pretty, it makes it look nice. And then I'm going to mix it with some burger relish sauce. Just a bit of that. And then you take a pastry brush. If you don't have a pastry brush, you can use a spoon. It really doesn't matter. And then just do that. It'll just give it a nice crisp and a beautiful color as well. So this will probably go in for the next maybe 10 minutes, 15 max, but it should be done in 10 minutes because it's already ready and you don't want it to go dry. We are done grilling our meatloaf, and this is what it looks like. It is really pretty, guys. I am impressed. It looks great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, okay, it's too big, I think. Yeah, it's too big for this. So I'm just going to cut it a bit to the length that, okay, let me just cut it into half. You know what, let me stop talking. Let me cut it into half. So you just slice it in between like that. I just want to show you guys what it will look like on the inside. And then take it off your wax paper. Oh, it's quite hot. It's quite hot. There you go. Oh, wow. And basically, that's what it's going to look like on the inside. So it's very fun, it's very interesting, and you can actually have it for breakfast. See that? Really cute.